The air crackled with anticipation. It was October 17, 2015, at the Eagle Bank Arena in Virginia. The crowd buzzed with excitement, ready for a night of electrifying boxing. In the ring, a rising star prepared for battle. Prichard Colón, a young welterweight with a dazzling 16-0 record, stood on the cusp of greatness. His infectious smile and lightning-fast jabs had already captivated the boxing world. This night was meant to be another stepping stone towards a world title, a testament to years of dedication and unwavering dreams. He carried the hopes of his family, his fans, and the island of Puerto Rico on his shoulders. He was ready to shine. His opponent, Terrell Williams, was a tough, experienced fighter. He presented a challenge, a hurdle on the path to glory. The bell rang, signaling the start of the bout. Both fighters moved with purpose, each blow a calculated risk in a high-stakes chess match. Colón, with his youthful agility, danced around the ring. He landed a flurry of punches, his speed and precision on full display. The crowd roared, caught up in the intensity of the fight. In those early rounds, the future seemed limitless for the young Puerto Rican star. He was on the verge of fulfilling his destiny. As the fight progressed, the atmosphere shifted. Williams, feeling the pressure, began to employ increasingly dirty tactics, blows straying low, targeting the belt line. And then, the unthinkable. A punch, clearly illegal, landed squarely on the back of Colón's head. A rabbit punch, a move known for its potential to cause devastating spinal cord injuries. The crowd gasped. Colón, visibly shaken, staggered. He complained to the referee, Joseph Cooper, his words muffled by his mouthpiece. He signaled to the back of his head, his legs unsteady beneath him. The referee, however, seemed unmoved. He issued no warning, no point deduction. He allowed the fight to continue. The crowd, sensing something was wrong, watched with a mixture of apprehension and anger. Colón, his equilibrium compromised, became vulnerable. More illegal blows followed, each one a hammer blow to the back of his head. Despite his protests, despite his obvious distress, the referee remained passive. The fight continued, a gruesome spectacle unfolding before the eyes of the stunned audience. It was a blatant disregard for the rules, for the fighter's safety, for basic human decency. The final bell rang. Colón, disoriented and unsteady, stumbled back to his corner. He collapsed. The crowd, no longer cheering, watched in horrified silence. Medics rushed to his side, their faces grim. He was rushed to the hospital, his life hanging by a thread. The diagnosis was devastating, a brain bleed, the result of the repeated blows to the back of his head. He was placed in a medically induced coma, his future uncertain. Days turned into weeks, weeks stretched into agonizing months. Colón remained trapped in a world of silence, his body clinging to life. His family kept vigil by his bedside, their hopes flickering like a candle in the wind. The boxing world held its breath, united in prayer and disbelief. The young man who had entered the ring with dreams of glory now lay fighting for his very survival. His story, once one of promise and potential, had become a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the brutal realities of the sport he loved. Through the long days and even longer nights, one constant remained, the unwavering love and dedication of Prichard Colón's mother, Nieves. She never left his side, becoming his voice, his advocate, his source of strength. She nurtured him, cared for him, and refused to let him fade away. Slowly, miraculously, signs of life began to flicker. He emerged from the coma, but his world was forever altered. He was paralyzed, confined to a wheelchair, his speech impaired, but his spirit, the fire that had fueled his boxing dreams, still burned bright. With the same determination that he had displayed in the ring, Colón began his rehabilitation. He endured grueling physical therapy sessions, pushing his limits, defying the odds. His mother documented his progress on social media, sharing his journey with the world. Videos emerged of him interacting with his family, his face lit up by a familiar smile. He could be seen dancing in his wheelchair, a testament to his indomitable spirit. Though his life had taken an unimaginable turn, Prichard Colón refused to be defined by his tragedy. He was a fighter, both in and out of the ring, and his battle was far from over. The man who delivered those fateful blows, Terrell Williams, was forever marked by the tragic events of that night.